Hi again, Taurus. Sorry for the break. I had to stop because the phone ran out of battery and it cut off. So let me finish where I ended. We're talking about Ganesh, and it says the spider's web is a symbol of Maya, the illusion, the warp and weft of all relative as opposed to absolute existence. Here, in place of a spider, Ganesh is shown, for he helps to overcome rather than to be trapped by Maya, the illusion. The divinatory meaning. This card suggests that there are obstacles to be overcome. The only way to get through the obstacles of the spider's web of the world and its illusory aspects is to become a lord of these obstacles. This can only be done by confronting these things to the point where one sees through them, so to eliminate the cause behind the effect. If this is achieved either through penetration or through surrendering, then one becomes lord of the three worlds rather than caught in them. So achieving the respect which this position merits what must be borne in mind is the necessity to begin at the base, to recognize evolutionary order, to gain ascendancy, and to remember through personalized ritual. Ganesh is an occult ally, a helper. At the base center, this card represents strength and is a positive location. At the spleen center, it could indicate a health hazard. In the navel center, it suggests transformatory success, either monetary, since Ganesh is lord of money, or psychological. In the heart center, either an emotional obstacle in the world or mystic opening through devotion out of the world. Meditate on the web of illusion, placing oneself at the center as an omniscient Lord. So when they're talking about the different centers, they're talking about the different kind of spreads that they have that you want to, pick cards and place them at. So we didn't do it like that. We just pulled the cards. So I got to tell you though, Taurus, you guys, the Taurus men, it is an obstacle situation because even with your last reading for May 15th to the 21st, the candle went out. And I know that's not a big deal, but for me, I'm very mindful of these kind of things. So I made sure that for this reading, even though the candle was running low again for your reading, that I would have a backup to light a new one. And then when I was doing your reading, your battery, the phone battery ran out, right? So, and it ended up cutting off during Ganesh's oracle card meaning or reading, which is all about obstacles, right? So it is saying you have obstacles. I made sure though to, push through anyways. I was considering because, life gets in the way and I was like, should I bother finishing the reading? Should I take a screenshot of the oracle card meaning? I was like, nah, I'll just fully do this fully, right? With the last deck that I wanted to use, which was the African Goddess Rising by Abiola Abrams, and I wanted to pull a Wild Kuan Yin, so I'm going to do that regardless, okay? So this is for Taurus, the Taurus men for June 2024. Can we please get a beautiful goddess oracle card? Spirit guides, thank you so much. Can we please get a spiritual oracle card here for Taurus, the Taurus men for June 2024? What do they need to know? What spiritual guidance is there for Taurus's highest good? For June. There we go. Thank you so much. Abel Nimba Harvest. All right, so let's put her on a little altar too. Little stand. And on the bottom, we've got Yamaya Awakening. Beautiful. Yamaya, or sometimes I think she's known as Yamoja, Yamanya. All right. Where can we put these goddesses? Where you can see them. I want to. There's that. I'm going to move them here. Abonimba. Yamaya is so pretty here. Is this the white? There we go, better. Another obstacle. Okay. Let's read Abel Nimba first, number 43. And so it says temple. Right before I do that, it was saying basically the obstacles that you have, just like I was double checking on the camera because I already said it and somehow it went into close up again. It's saying that, your obstacles, double, triple check your work and stuff because that just came to mind. Okay. So the temple is high priestesses. She's from Baga, Guinea. element water. Abul is a Bhaga fertility goddess, and Nimba is her living spiritual healing mask. Together, they embody the sacred feminine and abundance. You guys get a lot of masks, like the mask cards. You also got another African goddess, which was the goddess of masks. Anywho, okay, so Abul Nimba's guidance. Give thanks. You are being blessed. It is harvest time. Pray attention. It says pray attention. A season of great harvest is a season of great epiphanies. You are prospering. Embodiment. Harvest is when you reap the blessings that you have sown. The harvest is not just the fulfillment of your dreams, but the creation of them. Your thoughts, your imagination, the blessing of you being here, another day on this earth, that is all harvest. What seeds of generosity, love, support, and goodwill can you sow in your community to create a bountiful harvest for all? Goddess declaration, we are always prospering. And so what was the point of the masks, the goddess with the masks? It was speaking to not wanting to be vulnerable and to let down the mask of protection or your guard. And also it was to do with past relationship problems or issues that you had your guard up. Okay. Or also trying to fit in and be someone that you don't fully authentically feel like you are. You're not being your authentically full self. Along those lines, saying like you want to live you just want to be who you are without having to hide anything, because it might be a little bit out there for people to embrace. Okay, then we have Yemaya number 40. Over here. And it says Goddess of Awakening, Yoruba, Nigeria, Temple, High Priestesses, Element Water. Goddess Yemaya controls the ocean, the amniotic fluid that nurtures us before we know ourselves. The healing, loving energy of this Yoruba mother, Orisha, which means deity, never leaves you. Yemaya's guidance. Wake up. Awaken now to your true self. Are those tears of joy or sorrow? Let them out. Yemaya swallows your tears. Embodiment. You are vibrating at a higher frequency, so you see everything differently. This is Goddess Rising. You are waking up, and once you have experienced awakening, you can never go back to not knowing. The path of awakening is not straight, comfortable, or easy. You have chosen to lift the veil and have a real relationship with the divine. You didn't come to transcend this world while you're living in it. You came here to dig into the soil, plant yourself, and grow. This ascension is your divine purpose. Goddess declaration, I am receiving and radiating love. Thank you so much. The final card I want to pull is a Wild Kuan Yin. By Elena Fairchild. Final card for Taurus, the Taurus man. Final card for Taurus for June 2024, the Taurus man. Spirit guides, thank you so much. Could we please get a final card for Taurus? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, the men. What do they need to know? Final card for the Taurus men for June 2024. Final card for the Taurus man, June 2024. What does Taurus need to know? The final card. Final card for the Taurus man. Final card for the... There we go. We have a 3. Okay. She tames by laying down the staff and rope. Ancestral guardians of light. Princess of purity leaps across. And on the bottom we have anchor to fly. I'm going to just breeze through these. The Princess of Purity leaps across is saying that there's a situation that you can literally, with humor, with grace, with some smarts here, that you can hop over this obstacle. You don't have to fight it. And you can even sidestep it, skip it. If there's some situation or some obstacle here, it's saying that with your grace, with your ancestral protection, with your luck, and with your awareness, you can get across some obstacle. There is something referring to obstacles that you can skip or sidestep, that you don't have to go to battle with. And that if you just maintain humor and a positive outlook, that there will present a way in which you can overcome it, if that makes sense. All right, so let's see. She tames by laying down the staff and rope, number 42. It says, I'm just going to read the part where it says inner reading. Otherwise, it's way too much. If you feel stuck anywhere on your path, know that is fine and a part of life sometimes. Accept what is, even your frustration, and let it be. It will pass, and so shall any obstacle in your way, and all the more gracefully when you offer no resistance to it, and instead simply be like the child, curious and open, observing without claiming to know or direct. In that openness and curiosity, you may see how divine compassion is serving you through the very thing you want to change. If you are open to it, not only will you gain the lesson and gift of the apparently undesirable state of affairs, but once that is gleaned, it will no longer need to be as it is. You accept, and with no resistance to push again, change happens. You need to force what is meant to be. Do all that is in your power to do, yes, but then trust a little more. Do not allow another to manipulate you. You can have compassion in your heart whilst choosing not to give in to another's demands that you should be offended or accept their criticism or in any way take on the feelings or moods of another. When you no longer allow another to have power over you, you no longer need to attempt to control them in any way. You become free. So, there's a healing process. We're not going to go through it. You can just Google it and it has all the information. Okay. Yeah, there's more to these cards. There is a section that says guidance. For example, there's a little bit of like an intro. There's a guidance. There is inner reading and then the healing process. I skipped the healing process. I read the inner reading part. The guidance and the intro I skipped because I think we've been here for quite a while. So I'm just going to try to keep it going. 32. Again, if you want to know, you can just Google it and it's online. Ancestral Guardians of Light. This one says, in a reading, the connection that you have been feeling to a person or group is confirmed as a deep soul connection. There is karmic healing or the working out of past life issues that is happening during this lifetime for you. This will help your soul to grow. There is no need to feel bad or punished if something seems to be negative in your life. It is the divine reaching for you, wanting you to grow through an experience and discover more of your inner light and beauty. Sometimes it is only in the darkness that we see our light clearly. When we realize the light, we do not need the darkness anymore. Go through what is happening in your world with peace in your heart. Light will prevail and peace will come. Do not stop until you reach that place of light and peace within. You are a natural healer, and some of the issues you are personally experiencing are actually from the groups to which you belong. Family, work, humanities, in brackets. Trust that you are not making things up or going crazy. You are working at a collective level because your soul is able to help process issues that the group is struggling to resolve. By doing so, you are bringing more light, compassion, and peace to the matters at hand. Anchor to Fly, 23. In the guide in a reading, have confidence in yourself and your work, in what you are capable of doing in the physical world. The desires you wish to manifest are placed in your heart for good reason. To bring them to life requires that you use all your skills and abilities. Don't pull back from the challenge of that growth. You are capable of success. You just need to keep applying yourself to the practical matter of taking one step after another. You're about to reach a new level in your life. You may soon feel like you are flying. This is good, but make sure to stay grounded, humble, and practical in your day-to-day pursuits. This will help you fly further for longer. This is interesting, so I'll just read the intro. It says, you dream of taking flight, of living with a heart free to soar, your whole being unfettered by restraint as you rise up to meet your destiny. You yearn to experience the next exhilarating level of your life, something even more beautiful, wonderful, and uplifting than what has been, and you shall. I'm here to help anchor your growth so that your highest aspirations can be seated in this earthly world, transforming your hopes into reality, ensuring practical success for even your most transcendent, spiritually inspired visions. Okay, and then I'll read the 24. That's the next one, actually. And this one says, in a reading, if someone is trying to pull you into their drama, you have permission to simply refuse to take it on board. It's not for you. Have compassion as you set clear boundaries. This is a way to love yourself more. If you've been seeking a way through an issue, you're being asked to let go of your plans and open up to divine intercession. Don't worry about controlling the outcome. Just accept the way, through that will be showing itself to you. It is likely to be a method of sidestepping or leaping over the situation altogether. Finally, if you are locked in a decision-making process and you want to find a way out of the gridlock in your own mind or with that of another, this oracle brings you guidance. There is another way, another option that you have not yet accessed consciously. Keep your heart and mind open. Relax, and it will come to you. Don't lock yourself into a decision. See what unfolds. Act when you feel you need to act, and rest when you need to rest. Yeah, so there's some obstacle with some people, person in your group, community, family that is giving you obstacles, is causing you conflict, and it's really weighing on you. And it's saying here that there's a way to sidestep this obstacle. You're going through a major level up. It's saying that, you have great goals spiritually that you want to achieve, and you're responsible for uplifting not just yourself, but your entire spiritual community. And that is a heavy responsibility, and it's draining, and it's a lot for one person. You're doing amazing, and that you have all these wonderful spirit guides that are walking alongside you and helping you. And you had a lot of obstacles even while I was filming this and in the last reading. But it's something where it's just a pain in the butt, where you just need to be super vigilant, right? Like double checking your, I feel like there's something about, especially your work, making sure somebody doesn't sabotage it or mess with it or twist it, or I don't know, something to do with your work, that somebody is maybe jealous or wanting to undermine or sabotage you. And there's a way that will present itself if you just also don't get hecked up and don't get caught up in this drama, that you can sidestep or leap over it. It's annoying, but yeah, double check your work type of thing. And that's all I have for the June readings. I hope it resonated. That's your reading. It was a pleasure reading for you. Thank you so much. I will be back with your next week's readings. And until then, take care and bye for now.